And we're live. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Bryant Falls, where things are coming to a head. Or maybe they're already at a head and going to boil over or something. Well, however that metaphor can be expanded, there it is. Because, okay, a big snowstorm has hit Bryant Falls, a big surprise snowstorm that meteorologists all over are scratching their heads and wetting their pants over. And those are just people who live outside of Bryant Falls. People who live inside Bryant Falls, well, they've been starting to see things in the snow. The team, as we have it, has done a bit of research. They did a rather smart thing, bringing in Albert Five Peaks over to Scott Griggs' shop, Page Turners, where he has that enormous library in the back.
It is very nice.
It is very nice. And provided it remains secret and nobody outside the group already knows about it, who's involved in the cult of the Eater, he might be safe there. What you found out, you know of a few of the chants that the cult of the Eater uses.
Yes.
You have two possible chants which may come into play when you use the skinning knife to send the Eater in the mountain back where it came from.
Yes.
Of course, you actually have to find the Eater, and you need to get the skinning knife, which is in state police evidence.
Yeah.
Now, fortunately, state police have not been able to get evidence out of the town because there is just too much going on in the town. Sudden snowstorm has stranded people. Accidents are happening all over. Some people are just going missing in town. Yeah. And I believe some of you have seen why.
Giving up and leaving town is still on the table, right?
Leaving town? Yeah, it's on the table.
Just fleeing forever. Okay.
Sure, but I mean,
if that's what you really want to do, we could end this early, and I could try setting up that D&D campaign for a few weeks from now instead. Might be considered an unsatisfactory end to the story, as opposed to all those other satisfying ends you face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rather stickily so.
we can't just give up. We're the only ones that know about this shit.
Except for the antagonists.
Well, yeah, but I mean, they're the bad guys.
Now, for some odd reason, I'm imagining, I'm remembering the television event of Stephen King's Storm of the Century. This isn't quite like that.
No, not quite.
Not quite. So, let's see. Doing that whole recap thing. You're in Page Turners. You found this information. You have some idea that the skinning knife, at last report anyway, was in the trunk of State Police Car number 854.
Oh, we had that.
You did have that, yes.
Oh, good.
And 854 is currently parked in the parking lot of the nation's finest motel. That's nation's finest without an apostrophe. I stress that because, yes, it makes one of the owners look stupid, but he fully deserves the ridicule. Your man on the inside, so to speak, is Doug Fisher, the man who brought the knife to town in the first place and is trying to fix the situation.
I'm going to move this apostrophe here. Unless there are multiple groups that are somehow working together.
They're not working together, no.
No, we're working against that other one.
Hmm.
Does anyone have experience breaking into cars?
That would be infiltration.
It has infiltration.
Possibly mechanics.
Well,
I have both, apparently.
so apparently it's coy.
Because the other two people with infiltration and mechanics aren't here today.
Or
You had other people with mechanics, but for whatever reason, they're not in the game anymore.
Yes.
Yeah. Because Roy has infiltration, but he's not here right now.
And Shu has mechanics, but she's not here right now.
Yes. So,
Working together, they could probably break into a car. Working together.
yes.
Yes.
maybe there's a book in here, in this library, about how to break into a police cruiser.
Probably not.
Or maybe just,
Yeah, Scott is over at a nearby table packaging books for shipping out when the storm lifts and says, well, yeah, there's probably a book on it around here somewhere. Somewhere around here you could probably find a book on how to have sex with a dolphin.
Oh.
that was oddly specific.
Have you read that one?
No.
Oh.
Come to think of it, come to think of it, I saw the cover and didn't even look at the pictures.
Okay, well.
Again, oddly specific denial. I certainly didn't spend all day yesterday looking at that book.
I have customers with oddly specific tastes.
Oh, okay.
And sometimes I buy these things in lots. Lots sometimes contain very strange things.
Obviously.
Logical deniability, okay.
Huh.
Mm-hmm.
But what's this under the cover? It has to my dearest fan, and then I forget what it is. This is a signed copy. But actually, I wonder.
Incidentally, that's what I always say about the internet too. Someone quotes some odd fact from the internet, and that's how I respond. So, course of action. How are you moving forward?
Well, if we can actually find a book in here about creative ways of opening a trunk, then I think we should do that.
Okay, who wants to make the research spend to do so?
I will. I have a point. I will do that because that way I can say that I did my part. And
Okay.
when Boy is caught, did distract the police well enough. Then I
Okay.
won't feel guilty.
So, Casey is going to spend a point of... Casey is going to find the book, do the quick reading,
Yes.
and basically give
Running like the wind.
Ray a bonus to breaking into the police car.
Awesome.
Seems legit.
There. I'm so glad I did that. So what you need to do is pop open the trunk like so. Carefully pick up the knife with some tongs so we don't touch it.
Well, we do have gloves. They said gloves were marginal protection, right?
Gloves are marginal protection. So probably is the evidence bag the police have it in.
Yes.
That's actually a good point, because otherwise they probably would have
a problem handling it. Yes.
Yeah. Is
They
the
don't-
evidence bag
Were
purple?
they-
I wonder.
Why would it be purple?
Well, that's just a good way to deal with mystical artifacts. I've found.
I'm as fast as a dinosaur.
That was a reference to a particular television show.
A a bag of a particular color being preferable for handling dangerous magical artifacts?
Well, the color is the one thing that you can see about it.
Okay.
I'll give you a link later.
All right.
I can even drink this player. See?
So, we have an idea how we can do that. We may need to, if it's just parked outside a hotel and
I
the
just
station's finest and no one is watching it, then we can probably, maybe, hopefully, just get that. But then the eater.
Do we have any particular? Do we need any particular tools that we do not have?
Oh, yeah.
Hmm.
move super fast.
Looks like a cheese grater or something.
Why would we need a cheese grater?
I don't make this
Thank
stuff up.
Well, pry bar would probably work, but it would leave evidence that we were there. And well, lockpicks would work if I had any skill with them that I don't think I do.
Well, you have a little skill because you're going to get a couple. You're going to get a couple of points of mechanics just for this task.
Excellent. So we need something we can use for a lockpick, because I'd rather the police not know that we took this from them.
Yeah, I wonder why.
This is who belongs where.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Now, for some reason, I can't put a number into. Let's see. Am I actually able to edit this sheet? I have a note on I have a note on Ray's mechanics. Anyway, rather than mess with the rather than messing with the sheet, I have a comment on there. Let's get down to business. You're going to make your way over to the nation's finest motel and try to break into a police car.
Sounds like a fabulous plan.
Yes.
That's where you're going with it, and okay. Let's see. I'm going to call this a two-part task.
Okay.
Now, you're going to have to make an infiltration task to get to the police car unnoticed long enough to make the mechanics attempt.
Fun.
Unless someone wants to help in some capacity.
As in flirtatious distraction.
Well,
Well,
Or
I
any
mean,
kind of distraction.
we can do a distraction of some sort. I don't know if flirtation will help very much. I mean, but if it will, I'm perfectly willing to give it a go.
just noting here that Ray has more flirtation than Kamaria.
Jeez, dude.
Yes.
The fact that you can't hit the fact that you can't hit the target is considered skill as best.
Also, if the point of using infiltration to get to the police car unnoticed is what you're trying to do, having someone there specifically noticed to distract might be defeating the purpose just a little bit.
True.
But the option is there.
True. There might be a different way to distract them.
Why do I go down so fast?
Oh, what are you thinking?
I don't know.
Gravity.
I'm looking at our skills right now.
Most of the ways that I would think to distract it would involve them driving off somewhere and not in a way that we could predict. Well, there are other like state trooper cars there, aren't there?
There are several other cars there, yes. Well, a few other cars.
So like if
You're-
we're called in an
Actually, you're
emergency-
Okay, what you're doing is you're talking to Doug Fisher, who has a room at the Nation's Finest and can look out into the parking lot.
Please.
that makes yes. Let's that.
He can tell you there's one car that's gotten some snow on it because it stayed in the parking lot, and that, at last report, was car 854. Other cars are coming and going because apparently there are little emergencies all over town, and they're actually having to bring in. You're actually starting to see cars from other cities.
Oh God.
Yeah, like you got a car from Billings, you have a car from Butte, you have a car from
Other places that start
Great
with B.
Falls,
Yeah, but we,
Helena, Missoula.
knew what number. But we thought we were pretty sure we knew the number
Mm-hmm.
of the car we needed.
Right. And Doug Fisher assures you that car is currently in the parking lot with snow on it, which means it hasn't moved.
Is anybody in the parking lot?
There are officers going to cars and coming from cars. They're not staying in the parking lot for long because it's snowing.
So
Okay,
it
we
seems
need
like
to.
there's a, I wouldn't say constant stream, but frequently there are people around for brief periods of time.
So we need a completely cleared parking lot.
Sensitivity is insane.
Hmm.
I feel like this is outside of my skill set.
Well, I would love to start a fire, but I'm pretty sure that would put them in the parking lot. So,
Roy's got 16 points of fleeing.
Yeah, we might need those.
16 points in running away.
how is that going to help right now?
Well, if he's running from the police and they're chasing him.
Say he's out in the parking lot. Say he's out in the parking lot naked except for a pair of running shoes.
Oh, God.
Well, and like maybe a jacket. To stay warm.
Oh, jeez, you guys.
That would be the best idea. I would feel bad implementing it without Andreas here, though.
That would be kind of rude, yes.
Defensive nudity for the win.
I'm pretty sure, though, that if we did it, Andreas would laugh his ass off.
He probably would.
Made easier by the fact it'd be frozen solid.
Hmm.
Normally, you would have to throw these up.
Would it be easier to and the answer is probably no, but would it be easier to take the car and temporarily steal it and drive it around a corner where it's out of sight?
Maybe. I would think they'd notice a car missing from the parking lot. Well, the way cars are coming and going out of here, I would expect them to miss a car like that. But then again, oh, wait. Oh, okay.
All we need is like
Yeah.
10 minutes.
No, you're not.
What?
Because I'm watching an officer dust off the trunk of 854.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
that was 854. And they're moving, they're moving the box of evidence from Valley Heights into the office, or the
Damn it.
the makeshift headquarters.
Okay.
And 854 is leaving the parking lot.
Well, that's not that problem.
Yes, it
So-
does.
So we don't need to get into the car. We need to get into the headquarters.
Yes, you do.
That sounds even worse.
Well, I sure am glad we know how to break into a car now.
Am I on my mother?
Yeah.
Well, that might come in handy later. Who
Okay.
knows?
If you have to steal a police car to get away from angry cultists, I can see that.
Okay, so do we know how many people are in there?
I could go down and check. It'd take a few minutes.
I mean, is it like 2 people or is it like 10?
I have no idea, but given that most of the cars are now out of the lot, I don't think there are many.
Just you don't need to check.
Okay, if you give me a few minutes, I can check.
Check.
Okay, I'll call you back. And he hangs up. Doing anything in the meantime?
What if we like pull the fire alarm or something and get them to stand outside and maybe use that opportunity to sneak into the room?
But would they be standing outside right in front of it?
You think they would maybe they would lock up and leave for the exit? I don't think we can do it while they're in there. We need them to leave, and the only way to get them to leave, for sure, is something like that.
Pull the fire alarm.
Yeah.
I mean, that could work. And I'll even be nice, and I won't even start a fire this time.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be real. They just have to leave the room, and then we can either come through the door or through the window or something.
The false fire alarm is just slightly more felonious.
Yeah, but it's like...
Well, we couldn't pin a real fire on Kimura.
No, that's right, we couldn't. And, like, setting off a fire alarm, that's like a prank. That's like a victimless crime.
Yes, that's true.
Aside from the police freezing the testicles off and so on.
Yes, but, well, I mean, they'll be fine. I'm sure they'll figure something out. They can huddle together.
Am I way too fast?
I mean, they're not going to be outside for long. It's just for a
Maybe
couple
they'll all
minutes.
become very, closer friends.
We can-
I am a ghost rider.
Okay, and Kamaria gets a call.
Yes.
Yay.
Okay, there are 3 people in there right now, and they don't want visitors.
Oh, well, that makes sense.
Yeah, sounds like there is some sort of fire going on at the base of... it's a mountain in the area.
Fire.
Fire, huh?
Like,
And before anybody looks at me, I go, I didn't do it.
do either of the rituals involve fire? Like
No.
a big campfire? Oh,
Nope.
That it would have been lucky. Okay, I say
Okay,
the
last session I'd given you the name of a peak, which is likely the home of the mountain temple, but the eater is holed up in, and I do not remember what peak that was.
Oh, damn, we said it too.
Yes, several times.
That's because we came up with it, not you. We didn't write it down either, did we?
I'm looking, and apparently not.
Whoops.
I'll save some. I'll save some research and say, yeah, it's at the base of that peak.
peak 83.
Okay. So, do we think it's them starting the fire then?
I'm not sure. How are you educating your guess?
Well,
I don't know.
if none of the rituals involve fire, then, or like a bonfire or something, then I don't assume that they are.
Well, think of it in these terms. Something has just happened where you think that the mountain... something has happened near where you think the mountain temple might be that has resulted in most of the police leaving the headquarters where they now have the skinning knife.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, we better get there before somebody else does.
They had a better
in the ocean.
Oh, shit, let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go. I don't care anymore. Let's go.
Yeah, introducing proactive villains.
Yes. Okay, just pull the goddamn fire alarm. Let's go.
Oh, well, I mean, we have to get there first.
Okay.
Go.
If
Go,
it takes us
go. Drive. Just do it. Go.
Yeah, in this weather, just drive is a challenge, and I'm guessing Casey is doing the driving?
Yeah.
At this point, yes. I don't care that it's your car. Let's go. Like something in my mind is telling me, Ray, I feel like you're not quite skilled enough to do this, and I love you, but please let Casey drive.
No argument here.
Okay,
Okay.
cool.
Now, to get there in a reasonably quick time, considering the streets are such a sloppy mess now, would you like to give me a little driving roll? Target number is 4.
4. I have enough points that I feel safe spending 3 points to guarantee victory.
Make it an automatic success?
Yes.
Okay.
We still have plenty of room for failure. We don't need every failure right now.
Yes.
Okay, and with that, you can get to the parking lot.
All right. Let's. Do these rooms?
Okay, it is a tradition. Okay, the nation's finest motel has the traditional motor lodge arrangement. You have a bunch of doors. You have a bunch of buildings lined up around a parking lot, and each one has a door and a window facing that parking lot.
Ooh, no hallways. Interior hallways. Boo. Okay. That's gonna be weird setting off the fire alarm then.
Oh, there he is.
Just in time to run around naked and distract the police. Perfect.
So we've come up with this plan while you were gone.
That is, if you're okay with it.
It involved you running through the snow and doing jumping jacks wearing only tennis shoes.
Running shoes.
Since I don't have any better plan.
Yeah, just wait for him to get liquored up first.
You'll feel nice and warm, regardless of the weather conditions.
So, what's
I
the
hear
situation?
Well, I hear hypothermia has a warming effect. Well, let's see. They were planning how to get the skinning knife out of the evidence box in the back of car 854
Mm-hmm.
before the box was moved into the headquarters.
Yes.
And then the headquarters, which has 3 people in it, has been sort of cleaned out because there is a fire near the peak where I said that the mountain temple to the eater was located. And that's one of the reasons that they had to send all cars out to see to an emergency.
We're thinking that, yeah, they're deliberately drawing the police away so
Let this getting more, so we need to act now.
They can get the knife. Okay.
So
Now.
So we need to be first.
And that's why you headed over to the parking lot of the nation's finest motel, where you can see where cars used to be parked there, which is nice, in case you're interested in actually parking between the lines that you can't see because of the snow.
Mm-hmm. But the cars are not there.
Yeah, a lot of police cars are not there. There is, I think, 1 police car still there.
Okay.
And it is not 854 for what that's worth.
And they didn't yet bring it in, or they did bring it in?
They did bring it in. It is in the makeshift crisis command center, which is in the office/function space of the motel.
Okay, then let's just go in. That's the quickest and easiest thing.
where there are 3 police officers.
Well, does nobody of us has cop talk?
No. But I do have a bonus to breaking into a police car. Perhaps
But
I
we're
can
not
steal the
into a
police car and
car
be a
now.
distraction.
No, we don't want a distraction. We don't want to be even seen. So we do the intrusion thing. What's it called?
Infiltration.
Where there's 3 people?
Infiltration.
Do you have an invisibility suit? Can you
I
climb on
have
the wall or ceiling? Because 3 people are going to know if you go into a motel room, and they are all there.
When everybody just ran out and they left for the mountain, I don't give it too much time, I'd say, and I just infiltrate that place.
Down the stairs.
And you guys give me backup.
I rate this as having slightly worse chances than trying to infiltrate an occupied restroom.
It's nobody in there. That's the difference.
There are people in there.
I just heard nobody. It just heard it was cleaned out.
Which, the command center?
Still in there.
The command center is down to 3 people now.
Oh, 3 people.
Because of that emergency,
Well,
yes.
We're thinking fire alarm. Get them outside. Let's do this.
But
Look, this is probably our best bet, because I'm not gonna start another fire over here or something. This is just stupid. So, we really don't have a lot of other options for distractions, and we don't want to be seen right now because we don't want to be on the cops' radar, because we need to be able to stop this.
Yes.
And I need to go over there and destroy these motherfuckers, because fire is my thing.
She has a point. Let's do
She
it
has
her
dedication
way.
too, yeah.
Let's do it her way.
So storming in like gangbusters on several armed men.
No. She said fire alarm.
Oh, okay.
Stop putting worse ideas into our mouths.
We have bad ideas ourselves. We don't need that.
Okay, so what you're planning is to pull the fire alarm, get the officers outside, and then get into the office space some other way to raid the evidence box?
Exactly. Infiltrating then, when it's empty, when every officer is outside, then we are infiltrating. In fact,
We have two
right,
people with infiltration here.
Mm-hmm.
right
From like the back window.
right before she sounds the fire alarm, I will make sure that I am in the area close to the.
You only have a bonus for breaking into police cars.
So
Or is it any kind of car?
if they don't lock the door,
That
no
means
wait,
this can
that's
be
too
very
complicated.
well active.
Let's just do it with the fire alarm.
But only if it can be used right.
Okay, so you've heard the description of the motel in the... Okay, so you've heard the description of the motel. It's 3 buildings, I think, yeah. Set up with the doors and windows facing the parking lot. You'd have to go around behind the motel to see if there is a window or door you could get in that way.
This is what it hurts.
I'm sure there's a window.
Yes.
Okay, so who's going around to that?
Yes.
I'm hoping there's a window.
We'll take that one.
Which one?
Yes, that's because
Ray will go around to look for a window.
Okay, Ray's going to go around to look for a window.
You know what else?
Now, I'm going to need you to make a sense trouble roll.
Uh-oh.
Lovely.
Painting.
I was just going to say, though, that I would probably go with him because I just want to point out that the dancer with athletics would probably be the one. The dancer
stable.
would do best at climbing up through a window.
Fair
Could
enough.
very well, yeah.
All right. Sense trouble. Do I have a
Sense
target? Or?
trouble. Your target number is 4.
All right. We'll spend 2.
Actually, hang on. Let me just a moment. Let me check my notes.
He just titties.
Ooh, no. Actually, you're just checking. You're
Oh,
Target number is 18.
Oh, God.
no. It's not going to be that high. Let's
God.
see. Yeah, your target number is going to be 6.
Oh,
God, man.
that's
So
fun.
it's a very slight danger, not a big danger, something not easily sensed. That's good then, right?
Mm-hmm.
Very good sign.
So, given a target number of 6, who's going to make this roll to spot that trouble?
I will.
Okay. And how many points are you spending to do so?
I will spend 1.
Okay, so you're taking yourself down to 2. You have a +1 on the roll. You'll succeed on a 5 or a 6.
and then make a rock.
That's a 5.
Ooh! Look at you
Uh-huh.
looking at the thing that was trying to blend into the snow behind the motel.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Is it one of those things?
One of those things, yes.
Oh, no, not again.
It's almost as if they were getting into position to do approximately the same thing you were.
Oh, damn.
Approximately.
Something tells me they were going more for smash and grab.
Yeah, possibly.
Probably, yeah.
Well, smash, claw, bite, and grab.
It's fine.
Intermediate steps.
Kill them.
So we're going to start at athletics 15 and count down from there.
Yep.
As law-abiding citizens, we can't have them attack police officers.
Very
Right, you'll do
civic.
that yourselves.
Said.
Well, what's my target number?
Your target number to hit these things is 5.
Awesome.
Things.
They are so awesomely quick.
They are rather quick.
We have to glue them down.
The target number to hit Kamaria is 4. Well, if
she's good at athletics.
mm-hmm.
True. Okay. I will spend 2 right now.
You know what? Before we get into this too much, you had, I'm going to say, an hour or so in Paige Turner's back room, which I would call a safe place.
Mm-hmm.
Refreshed 3 pools, each of them.
Good.
Well,
3 pools.
I guess.
But
I
not
can make
health.
Vincent's trouble bad.
Not health.
I spent 3 points of driving to get on the way here, so I guess I would have had.
Yeah. So you're going to call. We're going to move that back to 7.
Here we go.
Okay.
Science.
Gravity hammer uses propane tank.
Is it only general skills or also?
You can refresh investigative skills as well.
Okay, so science.
Science.
And research.
You've been doing a good bit of that.
Excellent.
So now you're going to,
Yeah.
at 15.
Yes.
Oh, sorry.
Research, photography, and driving.
Oh no, I did research right there. I can't refresh something I use. Can I?
Right. Yeah.
That would be awkward. Okay.
Yep.
Then notice then.
Oh no, scuffling.
Okay, that's it. I'm done.
Scuffling,
I did
driving.
athletics, scuffling, and shoot.
Excellent.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So,
So the target number to hit the thing is 5. What are you armed with?
a machete.
Okay.
Ooh.
Probably.
Big swingy knifey thing.
Yeah. The machete's on my back.
Mm-hmm.
Not after you spotted the thing, and then it's in your hand.
So I will spend 2. Oh God, baby.
We'll spend 2 out of your scuffling.
Yeah. Seth, you don't have to be so pissed off.
Apparently he does because you're not paying attention to him.
Seth, why are you so mad? It's okay. That's what happens when you leave it.
Okay, so roll a die. You need a 3 or better.
Okay, you're better. Let's see. That's a 5.
That's a 5. That'll hit. So
Cool.
roll me a die of damage.
Roll a 6.
That's a 6.
Yeah.
Mm.
Good job.
Hard hit
With a machete.
with
Yeah,
a machete. Yeah, it's still up,
Of course it is.
just barely. And so I'm going to ask Kamaria to make an athletics check to
Yeah.
keep from getting hit.
Okay. I will spend.
It is going to take a swing at you.
I'll spend 1.
Okay, so
That's 3.
you spent 1 and rolled a 3.
Yeah. So that's 4.
Okay, we're going to call that good enough. And we have a shoe.
Well, wonders never cease. You do.
You do, yes, we do, yes.
Mhm.
Well,
Let me tell you what the situation is so far.
nothing exciting's going on.
Let me guess. It's fucking dire.
It could be, maybe.
Alright.
It looks like they're going to deal with the thing that was going to try to break into the makeshift command center before the group could.
Mm-hmm.
That was our idea.
Wait,
That's
makeshift command center. Who's ours? Our makeshift command center?
No, the state. Okay, given the situation that they were alerted to at Valley Heights Metal and Scrap, the state police have swarmed in to gather evidence and investigate that. Meanwhile, the snowstorm has swept into Bryant Falls. That
Okay.
has meteorologists scratching their heads and wetting their pants. Now, the state police, the Bryant Falls Sheriff's Department, and police from various other area cities, like Great Falls, Billings, Helena, and so forth, have come to try to lend aid to Bryant Falls during their time of emergency.
Okay.
And emergencies are popping up all over the place because of this freakish snowstorm. And right now, a lot of the police have gone to see to a fire set near the base of the mountain where you suspect the Eater of the Mountain has its temple.
Ah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the evidence box that contains the skinning knife is inside the office/function space, where the meeting room of the nation's finest motel, where the rest of the group is now. Doug Fisher is in a room on the second floor. The police are inside, unaware that out back there are two people fighting a makeshift Yeti.
A makeshift Yeti.
Basically, yeah.
Okay.
Well, kind of. I mean, it's a magical Yeti.
Mm-hmm. And not magical in a good way either.
Alright. Okay.
So, yeah. Now, Emmy, okay, Kamaria just avoided getting hit by this thing. And so we go to Ray's action.
Yay.
What
Make
are
with the
you doing? Make with the machete yourself? How many points are you spending to improve your scuffling?
2. 2 points. And target
Taking you down to that.
yes. And target was 5, so 1. That was fantastic.
Ooh, yeah, swing and a miss. Back to the top of the order, Kamaria. You have this thing.
Yep.
You've mostly slashed it to ribbons, but it's still up.
Yep, I'm gonna take another swing.
Mm-hmm.
So I will spend I'll spend another 2.
Okay. Taking you down to 5 scuffling.
Yeah. Oh, that's 5, so 7.
Okay, you hit it again. Roll a die.
I can throw some stuff over here, but I can't leave.
That's 3.
That's a 3.
Huh?
Is that a total 3, or with 3 plus the 2 for the hit? Oh, wait, no, that is damage. So 3.
That's damage. That's 3.
Okay, that will be good enough to take it down. And
Okay.
speaking of taking it down, yeah, Ray, McCoy, I just noticed a small problem in your column.
Yes.
Scuffling is a capped skill because it is a combat specialist saying things, so I need to knock that back 1 point.
Okay. Fair enough.
Yeah.
That gives you 1 point to spend somewhere else in a general skill.
put it in hiding.
There's an idea. And there you are.
Excellent. Thank you.
Okay, the threat that you found out back has been dealt with. Next question is, how are you going to deal with the police? You have people in back now. What are you doing?
Hopefully somebody's found the fire alarm by now.
Well, none of us have gotten in.
Not yet.
Do we have like a prearranged signal?
Text message?
Guys, what's taking so long? Are you ready?
Killed a Yeti. Ready now.
Wait, let me wipe the blood off my blade. Ready now.
Hey, Caleb!
Have we found the fire alarm?
By this point, yes, you have.
I think I can figure out how to kill that over heads.
All right. I will do a thing where over my hands so I don't leave fingerprints on it, and I'll pull the fire alarm.
Well, those things generally have a an indicator that sprays out.
Yeah, I'll be all over my sleeve inside my jacket that they can't see. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
Okay. You're gonna pull the fire alarm. You're gonna get several people coming out onto the open walkway around the parking lot. Mostly grumbling because they don't want to be out in this weather.
Of course.
Doug Fisher comes out as well.
But they all fire. So.
And after a few moments of something, 3 officers do come out of the command center.
All right.
Through all 3, yay! Or 3, or all 3. That's not so sure. But 3.
That's
And
3 have, yes.
seems like a good time to try the window.
So we assume they are all of them.
Well, if not, you have a Yeti corpse to throw at them. That will certainly confuse the crap out of them.
Yeah.
Right.
Give you enough time to take the knife and...
So you try to...
Well, by this point, it's somewhat reverted back.
Well...
Somewhat, but not all the way.
Right.
So you are the number 1 force, attacking through the window, right?
Yes. Let's try the window, see if it's open.
If it doesn't, I try the door.
Okay. The window is not open.
Well, that we knew that because it's a snowstorm. They are not trying if it's open. They are trying if they can break it, I think.
You can. It looks like the breakable kind of window.
That's what they are trying to do. Not.
Okay, so roll me some
They never
damage.
expected them to take a fresh breeze of snowstorm.
All right. Damage,
So-
you say?
So who's rolling the damage? Yeah.
Sure, I'll take care of it. 6.
Whoa.
Okay, that's enough to shatter out a window. Now, question is, did you do it quietly enough? Give me an infiltration roll.
Okay.
Your target. Okay, and you have a target number, but I'm not telling you what it is because I'm mean.
Okay, we'll spend 2 then.
Okay, spending 2. Infiltration pool goes down to 1. And what did you get?
1.
Ooh. Giving you a
Bang.
total of 3.
Yes.
It's not good.
Yeah, that seemed kind of loud to. Yeah, that seemed kind of loud to you, but maybe they didn't notice.
Over the screeching fire alarm.
And anyway, You don't have another choice, so
Right.
running is no option.
Move quickly.
Right. So moving quickly, getting in there. You're not even sure if they heard you or not.
Yeah, we're not going to wait and find out.
Maybe
Okay.
not over the alarm.
Okay. So the next step
Just,
in.
just keep chugging.
Yeah.
Chug
Just keep
along,
swimming.
chug along, chug along.
Let's see. The next thing we're looking for is.
A box.
Yeah. This is going to be I'm not sure if there is a particular. Actually, I am going to take a point of investigative procedure from Ray so that he knows which box the stuff is in.
Okay.
So grab that. And you know where it is. Are you trying to be particularly... are you trying especially not to leave fingerprints? You're just going to pull the lid off, toss it aside, rummage for the knife.
Already wearing the gloves.
Already wearing the gloves. So yeah, fingerprints aren't an issue. Just go in, rummage, grab knife, get out, right?
And flee, yes.
Mm-hmm. You do find it in there. It is a... Oh, it's still bloody, in fact.
Oh, fun.
Mm-hmm. So you have this... what looks like a cheap prop knife made of what looks like a couple of metals mottled together in some unnatural way. In a bag, the inside of which is covered with blood smears.
Well, that's delicious.
Mm-hmm. And you run out.
Grab it and head for the window.
Right. Meanwhile, out front, you don't know any of that's going on. You just see the 3 officers there, standing outside, looking. One of them runs to the office.
Who sees that?
Well, let's see. We have Ray and Casey out. Roy and Casey out front, and Doug Fisher is up on the second floor, sort of watching the scene.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, one of the officers runs over to the office. The other 2 are sort of out front, looking around. It doesn't look like they're going back into the office immediately, so
Score.
not into the meeting room. So you might have gotten away with it
If it wasn't for...
No, let's.
if it wasn't for those meddling kids and their Yeti. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So let's prepare the. Let's get into the escape car.
Are you actually stealing a police car for this, or are you just
No.
hopping into your?
We are taking one
Just
of
making
our-
sure, because with this group, sometimes I can't tell.
Well, that was originally possibly part of our plan.
It was, yes.
We were considering.
Oh
But
boy.
maybe we shouldn't, so.
No, really not.
But you pile into your car and get out.
Yes.
Yes.
If possible.
Right. At this point, I could see Lucy joining up with the group if they announce which direction they're headed in.
She's probably meeting with us because she always was in the loop of our conversations on the phone.
Mm-hmm.
For text.
Exactly. So, and we don't have to worry about the police officers identifying any of us in the area because behind us the Yetis attack the police station and kill everyone. I expect.
I hope not.
I hope not either, but I expect because I don't think they sent one werewolf to fetch the knife. I guess
Yeti?
they sent more.
Did they happen to see who the Yeti was as it was turning back? Did they recognize that it was
A half Yeti?
like one of the high school students or something?
It was a high school student.
A hairy high school student with an elongated face.
It was Harry.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
So, and
It
did
still went by Harold.
no, I didn't see it, so I couldn't identify it. But
You know what?
Kamaria
That would
could
be-
because
That would be a stability test, come to think of it.
Oh, from?
Kamaria might know the person,
I have
but
nothing to do with that. Stability.
Ray would not, because he's an out of towner. He knows nobody. Every high school kid looks the same to him.
Well, you were definitely looking at a supernatural creature up close, but it's one you've
yeah.
seen a few times before. It turning into a high school student, yeah, it may be a little harder to get over. So I'm going to cap this test at 4. How many
Okay,
stability are you? Okay, Kamaria and Ray have to make this stability test. Target number 4. How many points of stability are you spending to make it?
I'm going to be crazy and I'm not going to spend anything.
Oh boy. Sanity's a popping.
Oh, that was only a 2.
Whoops.
I'll spend 2.
That puts me. Child, could you not? Oh, he just rolled. Oh, that was still only a 2.
Ah, well.
Sorry, babe.
Wait, did he say how many it would cost?
That puts me down to 0.
Mhm.
Great.
Yay!
The pyromaniac has no stability left. All right.
Well,
Oh, that's
no, it's
okay. That's okay. We only have to worry about this once I get down to like major negatives.
Are you
fine.
trusting the person who says that?
Yeah.
You don't have to worry about me. I'm fine. I'm not negative
No,
yet.
no, guys. But the God of our world has said this. Multiple times.
I'm hearing
Okay.
very strange
I
things
spent
from
2.
this person.
okay. You spent 2, and what did you roll?
6.
Okay, so you're okay, if just a little disconcerted. Kamaria, well, let me point out, 0 is not in the any having lost it range.
Yes.
However,
Uh-huh.
-1 is when the fun begins.
Yay!
So,
Child.
Let's make sure her ride is smooth and easy.
Yeah.
All right.
Yes.
I'm gonna have to walk
Trying to drive as casually as possible away from the motel where she killed a transformed high school student and stole a bloody knife, a bloody cursed knife from the police.
With Amy's blood on it still.
Mhm.
Joy Norwick.
They're not going to clean that off. That's a lab thing.
Yeah, sure. That's good because after they clean it, they probably touch it. That's when another kind of fun would begin.
True.
Yeah.
Let's not give it back.
Yeah.
We didn't think this through the first time around.
The first time around?
When we called the police the first time, we didn't think through where the knife would end up.
Well, you didn't think you'd need it at the time either.
No, that also. But also we thought the way and it would be gone. But that's not true. They would present it in court and show it to the jury. And I don't think they would always have it bundled up in plastic. So it could end badly.
Oh, it could, yeah.
So it
that would be fun in a courtroom.
That's what bailiffs are for. They'll be fine.
We can't give it back ever. It's gone. It doesn't exist. It never existed.
If we know somebody at
okay,
NASA,
kids. Have I reminded you how shrink works?
Yes, you did. Not
Yes.
this time, but you did
Well, yeah.
before. So I'm.
You know.
Maybe we
I'm
can apply some of that to Kamaria.
I'm complimenting Kamaria on her excellent
Legwork?
actions right there, and how well this plan was executed. Her plan.
You
And-
are 100% responsible for this murder. You did a great job.
Thanks.
I'm spending. I'm spending 2 shrinks.
Okay. Shrink is not something you roll. Shrink is something you spend the points.
Exactly.
Other person gets stability back.
Exactly.
So if you spend
So
3 points, you can bring her back to full.
I'm spending 2 points in shrink.
Because she doesn't deserve them all? What?
No, she does get them all, I think, because
Oh.
she has 4 in all.
Stop.
And
She
if I
has a
spend 2, she gets 4. And that's a full.
That's her shrink.
Oh, that's her shrink.
Yeah.
What's
her stability is usually 6.
6. Okay,
Yes.
so I spent 3.
Rather lower. There
I
we
spent
go.
3.
Yeah.
It may be.
She needs her full.
Yeah, she tends to lose a lot of it.
You need her not to be a pyromaniac for some reason.
We need her to be functional
Really?
and cool because she is our. She can be a pyromaniac if she wants to. That's no problem. But she
then would
can't.
leave her friends behind.
She can't be catatonic or something because she's our combateer and also our friend.
Yeah, that is an interesting point. Your combat character, your combat specialist has the lowest stability in the group.
That's great.
It's called
I love
min-maxing.
Okay.
Sorry, guys.
Just to put that into perspective, yeah.
You don't need to get into it.
I think it's realistic.
That's how she
That the
got
most
to be a
combative
combat
capable is the least stable? Yeah.
It
Sounds
sounds
right.
right.
Mhm.
Seems legit.
Maybe. Most
So-
tuned person.
Anyway, you've driven away from the motel. You have a knife in a bloody bag. You have 2
Yay.
bloody machetes.
Yay.
No,
And
they wipe those off in the snow. It's cool.
a lot of gloves. That's also very good. And we have a target, and that's the eater in the mountains. How do we find the guy?
Well,
Yes, that's right.
We need. That's the moment where we need Lucy, don't we? Lucy knows something about finding the eater, doesn't she? Or am I mistaken here?
Well, we know what peak it is, do we not?
You know which peak it is.
Oh yeah.
Maybe
Yeah.
not
We know
quite
his
where on the
temple.
peak it is.
Yeah, so we already know, like, and those of us who live here should know where that is.
That's right. That's true.
Yeah, you know which peak it is.
And the old temple, maybe we know rumors where that would be exactly or approximately.
Yeah, have we heard
So the
anything
place
about
where
that?
kids.
Okay, I'm not sure how much you would have heard about that. Are you okay? Where are you going?
To the peak.
Not exactly, because the police is already there, aren't there?
Oh yeah,
they're on the
that's right.
same
They were responding to an emergency there that included fire.
at the approximate location of the temple.
Well, no, at the base of that particular mountain.
At the base.
We do need to get to the base of it. I mean, we don't necessarily need to be right where the tops are.
Yeah. The mountain, does it have more than one road to the top?
There are no roads to the top. The best you can do is a road sort of halfway up.
Yeah. Are there more than one road to halfway up?
There are, yeah.
We take one where police is not.
These are called scenic lookouts.
We take a road where no police is responding to an emergency.
Right. Now, the difficulty is these are roads that, because it is a time of emergency, are not getting much plow love.
Well, of course not.
We didn't expect that.
Right. So, who's driving?
Well, what? Vito.
Okay, it's okay. Drive if you want.
I I love it that he says that, and all of us are like,
Wait, what? Yeah.
No.
No, that's the scene when I'm getting into the car, when we open the car door and I'm sitting behind the wheel and Casey is like, whoa, Mo, go over there. I'm sitting there.
There's some things you're good at.
where Ray is like, that's my car, and Casey is like, I drive better in this kind of weather.
Yeah.
And Natalia is like, Roy.
Okay.
The answer to your assumption, Roy, is no.
So let Casey drive.
Yes.
She knows the roads.
Yeah, she knows the roads when she can see them.
Yeah.
It gets a little more problematic in this kind of weather.
She can halfway remember them when she doesn't see them.
How many points of preparedness would it take to have one of those self-driving cars that has like ground, like the radar that can tell where the road is and stuff?
I think the answer to your question is more than you have.
I have.
I don't know how many points it would take, but I'm going to put a target number of 8 on that preparedness test.
Keep the preparedness for
Shouldn't
more
be attainable.
things.
I refuse that offer. And instead,
Substitute your own.
yeah. Well,
Trust in the force, Harry.
So-
Trust in the force.
ooh, yeah. Yeah. I call upon my
Technically, it's reachable.
skills as a Jedi. Yeah. But like, I'm suspicious that it is reachable. That I would have one of those cars. I think. it
Well, if
wouldn't
you
happen.
think you wouldn't, then that's okay too.
I certainly would not. Not on my budget. So, are you saying that I need to have some kind of what is it?
Mad
Nice?
driving skills.
Driving.
No, this is going to be a driving test.
Okay.
I am going to put that at a 7 because these roads are kind of treacherous right now.
You can do it.
I don't think we need to worry about getting back safely.
No, we don't.
But just in case, I will spend 5 points.
Ooh,
So
wow.
that I have to at least roll a 2.
A 2 or better. A 1, there are problems.
I got a 4. So
Okay. Yes, you can get up to the lookout point.
Wow, that was awesome driving.
A little
Okay.
slipping, a little sliding, a little fishtailing, but she got everybody up there in one piece.
I don't often do that, but I admit that I might have been a tad
Worried.
less good at driving up here.
Yes.
The next scrunching sound you hear will be Roy's sphincter.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is
Well done.
audible.
Let's see. Lucy is getting in on this action too, isn't she?
Oh, I thought she was driving herself.
Oh,
You thought she was what?
Well, she wasn't with us at the motel, right? She was
I
meeting
don't-
us there.
Right.
On the way. She was meeting us on the way.
okay.
Oh,
So
okay.
Lucy's going to be in. So Lucy's going to be in the car with you. So Lucy's abilities are available here as well, which you might find useful.
Oh, yeah.
Yay.
Mm-hmm.
In particular, what is going to be found useful?
I'm sure there's some.
We are standing right in the middle of the bunch of snow, halfway up the mountain, and we are going towards the top.
Hmm.
Well, let's see. Things like shrink, medic. You know, there are people with minor injuries in the group right now.
Really?
Yeah.
Who?
That's true.
Who has
Well,
the-
let's see. Roy is down 2 points and Ray is down 2 points.
Oh.
Small injuries, but still. 2 points of medical clear those up.
Hmm.
If you want.
How many
Yeah.
points of medic do I? Is it
You have 6 points in medic at the moment.
right? And that's I can't just roll it. I have to spend points.
You have to spend points. Every 1 point you spend will give them 2 points each.
Okay, but I think we should get there before I provide care. But I
Yes,
will.
we are already here
Mhm.
on the lookout point and preparing to go deep snow. So that's the perfect moment.
Right. Oh, I'm going to give this to Roy because he's the one with the relevant skill, in this case, outdoor survival.
Mm-hmm.
You can see, okay, this is a lookout point. There are hiking trails along here, through here as well.
Sorry about that.
And yeah, they lead up to the lookout point so people can look out over the town if they want to get up here in some healthy fashion instead of driving.
Yeah.
There are, Roy can see, a few trails of, looks like people have been walking through the snow up the mountain.
The cultists are gathering. Okay, I'm pointing out the trails to you. So nobody in his sane mind would go up the mountain in this weather.
Not in this weather, no.
So these are our enemies.
Unless they had, like, very good coats.
And they were considerate enough to leave their prints for us. So we just have to follow them.
However clever these things may be, they still leave footprints.
They didn't think anyone else would be crazy enough to go up here.
I'm sure I can find something that doesn't, if I need to at some future date.
Ooh, ah.
Yeah.
They might have wings.
So they
An
might
option.
have worse things than wings. Have you seen that picture on the cover? I think that alone.
Oh, and he is in there too.
Yeah, thanks.
He is possibly the worst. Yeah.
If I see
Looks
his
like my cousin.
prints, I won't follow them, but I will follow those prints. So let's patch us up, gear up, and follow the bastards.
Nothing could possibly go wrong. Have we seen any of the police that went this way?
Okay, you'd passed a few cars on. You'd passed a few cars. Well, you could see on another road over there several sets of lights and the black plume of smoke rising from something.
Okay.
Looks like another police car.
Oh, what? They killed a police car?
That's one way of putting it. Yeah.
Oh no! Please
Well, if it
don't
comes to
make
it-
it.
We can just.
Please don't make it 1 hour, police guys.
No, it looks to be a state trooper's car.
Oh,
So good news.
yay!
Yes.
Just
You know, you're-
stay these. That's okay.
Actually, from up here, you can sort of look down on the scene. Yeah, there's a police car that had gone up. There are also 2 other vehicles that aren't police cars that look to have been set on fire about the same time.
Oh,
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
that's
I'm sure
shitty.
we can call them for backup if we need.
Sure, they're right there.
Well, I mean, not like right now, but like.
Good
If
luck.
things take
Good
a
luck
turn.
explaining to them what kind of emergency they're answering.
Yeah,
the
no,
people who set
that's.
those
We are
car
under
fires.
attack by maniacs. That should be enough. Okay. So now it's Lucy's turn to heal us. I think.
Sure. Are you spending those 2 points for Lucy?
Yes.
Okay.
Specifically, you mean the ones of medic.
Yes.
Well, I was gonna do it when we had a moment, but like, yeah, if we have a moment now, then yeah.
Well, you do kind of have a moment now.
Okay.
Sure, you're halfway up a mountain, and there's police cars down there answering some sort of call. Obviously, there's been some sort of emergency down there. Let's see, as nobody has cop talk in the group,
Hold
I'm
up.
going to guess that...
David, could you repeat what you just said?
Well, I was saying, as nobody has cop talk in the group, I'm pretty sure nobody's going to have a police scanner.
Nope.
Oh,
Probably not.
You know what? I just realized someone does have a police scanner. Doug Fisher back at the motel.
Oh, that's
Doug
right.
Fisher does.
Doug!
That's true.
Let's
Give
call
him a
him
shot.
ass. I mean,
Okay.
not his ass in particular, but, you know, him.
Butt dialing Doug.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've been listening to the scanner. Sounds like the police were called away due to, well, a man-down situation. Except they can't find him.
oh.
Oh,
Did they say who the man is?
State trooper, out of town.
Well, just so long as it's... I just want to make sure that our little, like, duo of sheriff and deputy are still alive.
Deputy and, Denby and Frechette are still alive as far as you know. Officer Taylor.
That's my friend, right?
He's a state trooper from out of town.
Oh, okay.
could be your friend.
Lucy, from the sound of it, is everybody's friend.
I'm everybody's friend.
Okay. If they didn't find the missing state trooper,
they did not find the officer, but they did have to put out the fire and the two others. Turns out
We can
nobody
expect-
was found in any of those three cars.
yeah, we know the MO of our guys now. I'm betting 3 bottles of whiskey that all the missing people are up in the temple and are prepared to be sacrificed for one thing or another.
But they don't have the skinning knife.
They don't yet, but they wanted to get it soon.
The thing is, we have it, so
And
we need
we
to
are
make sure
bringing
we
it.
deal with that.
We are bringing it to the party.
Oh dear.
And we also,
Is it wise to bring
we also have don't we? The counter spell. There was a counter
the
spell.
counter spell?
Yeah, they have.
Like, shouldn't we want to keep the knife as far from the people who want it that aren't us
Well, I
as
mean,
possible?
yeah,
That would
but
be plan B.
The interesting thing about the arrangement between the eater in the mountain and the skinning knife, it is theorized by Doug Fisher and Alfred Five Peaks both, that the skinning knife is also key in the true death of the eater.
yep. So we actually have to take it up there to destroy him.
Oh dear.
We don't
Mm-hmm.
have to, but I mean,
Yes.
it seems like a good
So
gamble.
this is a fucking taking the ring to Mordor kind of situation.
Yes, it is.
Almost exactly. Wow.
Up to and including climbing a mountain to do it. So yeah.
Yeah.
Except
we're gonna stab Sauron in the chest with
Yeah,
the ring.
exactly.
Yeah.
At least it
Pretty
was a
much.
different mountain. For Frodo, it was one mountain to bring the ring to Sauron and another mountain to throw it into the fire. And in
now
our case, it's the same mountain.
and hopefully less giant spiders. Hopefully, cross fingers.
Probably
Spiders have not been a problem this set.
no,
Alright.
I'm pretty sure we're not going to be dealing with spiders, but I mean, cold things, definitely.
Yeah.
there will
Oh
probably be
boy.
enough people chanting both spells. So it will really be a matter of, it will be a question of who gets sacrificed that decides which spell goes off and which goes wrong.
Boy.
Pretty much.
We have to sacrifice the eater in the mountain.
It'll be fine. I mean, no big deal.
This stuff happens all the time.
I mean, with this storm, if we fail, we're not going to have to feel bad about it for long.
Maybe not.
I mean, yeah. Well, I mean, we'll
And
probably.
it's not even the storm.
We'll
If we
be
fail,
killed,
we will
so-
be eaten. We will be eaten by the eater in the mountain.
Yeah.
Yup.
I mean, we'll otherwise succeed and celebrate, or fail and die. So.
Yeah.
So it's a win-win.
Yeah.
Then you get a text message from Alfred Five Peaks.
Yes.
Saying that without the knife they could still do it.
What?
What? That's not
How?
fair.
What? Back that up. What now?
Why they and we not?
That's
we?
not goddamn fair.
No. How?
Okay. The knife and the eater, their fates are intertwined. If you can't sacrifice the, if you can't make the sacrifice with the knife, you make the sacrifice with the eater.
What is that?
So they're
Means they're
feeding someone to the eater.
Meaning they're probably going to feed several people directly to the beast.
So if we find where they're feeding the critter, we can kill it.
Several people, like, what does several mean here? Like, are we talking like 7? Or are we talking like 20?
The number appears to be 5.
Oh.
What? That's. I feel like that number should be far more than that. Like, this is some bullshit.
Okay, they have 3 police.
I don't know who you'd take it up with.
I don't know either.
Yeah.
Okay, we have
I'm
3
making a
cops.
complete.
3 cops and a bunch of people who are willing to sacrifice themselves to the eater. So they have no problem filling the quota.
Maybe
We
not
have to be
themselves,
quick.
but their friends, yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Their best friend since kindergarten.
the cops just disappeared.
Well,
Yeah, they are. I already said, I bet you 3 bottles of whiskey that they are right up there in the temple, bound up nicely to be eaten. So let's be quick. Follow his footsteps and kill the beast.
You just said that so you can win 3 bottles of whiskey.
I'm betting it 2-1, so I win 6 bottles of whiskey if I'm wrong.
You're off.
Oh dear.
yeah. He's
I don't think this is
confident,
a
I'll
bet
give him
that
that.
anybody loses.
Yeah.
My
Or
guess
it's, a
is
bet
he's
that,
going to drink the whiskey no matter who owns it.
or it's a bet that everybody loses. There is this temptation to stop this here, now that you have a plan of action, a place to go, and the tool you need to do it.
Let's first set out and then stop the session.
Mm-hmm.
Set out and follow the footsteps. Woohoo! Kamaria gets the skinning knife, I take the lead. Because I can follow the footsteps even if they get a bit snowed in, because I'm an outdoor survivalist.
He has the point in outdoor survival. In fact, I would like to take that at this point to cement your traveling up through the mountain. This may even be a trail you walked before, but it doesn't go in the same direction.
Okay.
So follow further.
We follow the footsteps. And
You follow the
Kamaria has
footsteps,
the
and
skinning knife. In
Kamaria
her
has the
glove.
skinning knife in her glove, in the
Maria's our new
evidence
combat
bag.
specialist. Is that correct?
Yeah, Kamaria is the combat specialist currently.
Yes. Awesome.
Currently.
Good.
Apparently why I've got this thing.
And I have
I
a
mean,
shotgun. I'm not a,
Let's find out.
I want the next wolf to go down easier. So I have a shotgun with me. Alfred's shotgun to be precise.
Well, it's not like he needs it right now.
That's true.
Yeah. He's sitting with a bunch of books. No need for a shotgun.
I would probably. I feel like this is the one situation where Lucy might have a gun too.
Might have a what?
A gun.
Well, she does have 2 points of shooting.
Yep. And this situation is fucking dire.
Yeah, and she also knows about all the from our conversation. She knew about whatever happened before, so she would have stacked up and have a gun with her. That's
Yep.
logic.
It makes sense.
Yep.
As a bartender, she has a gun below the bar in case of trouble.
I know for a fact she has at least 2 guns. Like, she likes to just go shooting at the range. She's never, like, use them on, any situation that isn't hunting or the shooting range.
Well, this game does take place in Montana.
Yep, but she definitely, like, has guns and knows how to shoot guns. I feel like...
So she has her guns.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, she's not, like, covered in guns, but...
But this is exactly the moment where even a peace lover would take a gun with him.
Yep.
There are some things pacifism will just not excuse.
And one of them, I feel like eating people, sacrificing people to horrific ancient monsters, like, that's probably one of those situations. It qualifies.
It's time to bring the
Yeah, that's a solid argument that's one of those times.
Pacifism just took one look at that situation and said, nope!
Nope!
Okay. All right. Then we are on our way.
So you are headed up the trail.
Yep.
And the tracks do converge on a cave.
All we need to do is dynamite the cave closed. Everything's fine.
No, it's not, because they already have their victims inside.
They're already gone.
It's too late to
Cutting our
dynamite the
losses.
cave closed. We should have done that last year.
Oh, should have done this last year.
No, we have no time. We have to enter now. So let's go into that frigging cave.
And I believe this would be an appropriate place to stop it for this week.
Ah!
Three faces, guns, and a cave. Ah, yeah,
Oh
the
my
Mines of
God,
Moria.
the tension.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They have a Balrog.
Oh my God.
Okay, stopping broadcast. See y'all next week.